Let's get started into this new race weekend, round 17, round 16, I believe. We are getting ready to go into Italy, which is to me going to be a pressure cooker for Ferrari. Okay. And this is really not going to help any. And a lot of times you're going to say this doesn't have anything to do with the racing, Jay. The livery of the car is not really important. In some cases, I may agree with you that you might be right. Big shout out to Incredible Facts Quest in the super chat. I would also agree that necessarily the color, the tone, the graphics of your vehicle or your car don't necessarily have an indication on your performance at all. But in this situation with Ferrari, what's going on? Kamisha, how you doing? What's the business? Wildcat, I see you up here. Wildcat, what's going on, bro? I don't even see you. You usually badged up, bro. Wildcat not badged up. What's going on with that, man? I gotta check into you on that. But in this situation, it's a little bit different. What's up, Miss Dino? And so I would honestly say Ferrari's lack of ability to really do a livery that is outside of just a little bit, but not enough, is also an indication to me of their inability to change overall as a team. What's going on, Mary Beanie? We've seen several other teams take on liveries that are completely different than their customary livery. What's going on, BTG? Bust them guns. One of those teams is McLaren. We've seen McLaren do some completely different liveries other than the papaya. We've seen them do chrome. We've seen them do the golf blue, the powder blue. We've seen them do the Singapore, the cyberpunk. We've seen them do a plethora of liveries that show they're not afraid of going outside of the box and changing the car. We've seen the Racing Bulls, full out pink representing. We've seen them, the whites. We've seen the Racing Bulls change their livery to the point where it is something completely different. We've even seen Williams make a drastic change to their livery. But when it comes to Ferrari, they are unable to, even for a moment in time, even for a small weekend, let go of the red. And that is also, to me, a correlation of what they're unable to let go as far as their culture, their ability as a team on how they function, on how they process, on how they do things, on how they think about things, because they can't let go of even. This is 3 years spanning of liveries. You let me know when you see any car that is not predominantly just the red. This is from 2023, this is 2024, and as of recently, the latest livery in 2025. You let me know when you don't see a car that is majority red. They cannot let go, and this is the problem, and this is one of the larger challenges that Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, although being in the team for some time, are going to have with a team that are unable to let go of old, non-winning ways at this point in time and grasp new concepts that will lead them into a new era of championships. And honestly, they did pretty damn good at this track some time ago. How good? So good that they won a race by Charles Leclerc. They won a race by Charles Leclerc. Sainz just outside of the top 3. Hamilton in 5. Do any of you at all expect to see a repeat performance like that? There we go. Wildcat, purple badge. Big shout out. Darth, what's going on? I'm going to ask you in the chat. I'm going to ask you, do any of you expect a repeat performance win here by way of Ferrari? Starting that up. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, what I need you to do when you answer this poll, I need you to think about legitimate, valid articles of evidence based on what you've seen, not what you hope to happen, not what you want to happen, not what you feel Lewis Hamilton may have the possibility to do, because he's got a 5 grid drop position penalty, which is completely, utterly outrageous. I don't agree with it. And he's already going to start 5 grids back from wherever he qualifies. Charles Leclerc is the best bet for Ferrari, and I don't expect Charles Leclerc to repeat any of this. I do not expect Charles Leclerc to come in with a win here for Italy. And I'm going to tell you something else what that brings about. That brings about more pressure. Now, some people can say the fans aren't going to have enough pressure. Wildcat says, I would love to see Ferrari do the Pro Rosso Dino. I'm telling you, bro, the blue. I would absolutely love to see them do the blue. It would be fire. I would like to see an entire yellow. That would be fire. For sure. Yellow or blackout, or the blackout livery. There are so many other things that Ferrari can do that it would be absolutely crazy. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring in one of the liveries that I think they honestly should do. And I know it's still got red in it. It's still got red in it. It's not like you have to completely release your strong grasp hold of just having a red car. And it still would be dope. It still would be dope. If I can find it, I'll bring it in. I think it would be absolutely dope. Yeah, there it is right here. I honestly think if they did this, it would be fire. Think about if Ferrari came out and they had that. That would be too dope. That would be absolutely too crazy. Could you imagine Ferrari releasing a livery that they're coming out with like that? That's what we call, and you still got your red, but that is dope. And you're really saving weight because you could have exposed carbon with the red graphics. But Ferrari can't find themselves to do it. The higher-ups just can't stand to have a race weekend where that car is just not traditionally scarlet red. We just can't do it. It's just emotionally inside, it feels wrong. You know what else feels wrong? Losing. You know what else feels wrong? Unable to do change because you don't want to do anything different. You want to keep doing the same thing. And that's what you call insane. You're doing the same thing, expecting something different. You're not going to get it. Let go of things. Move forward in new directions and productive ways. Because I'm telling you, if you're hoping to see a Ferrari on podium this weekend, I'm not saying it's a far stretch and a far cry from possibilities, but I'm saying it ain't damn near likely. It's not likely. And a lot of you feel like it needs to happen. A lot of you feel like it does need to happen. I agree, it does need to happen. I also would like to see it happen. Ferrari, like I told you coming into this season, I said it from the very beginning, I do not trust Ferrari. I do not trust Ferrari to do anything other than what they have been doing for the past 10 years. I don't trust them. They haven't proven to me that they're willing to take the steps necessary to change their ways. I don't trust them. With the announcement of Lewis Hamilton, I just felt it's going to be a tall task and a large challenge for Lewis Hamilton. That's what I felt. Matter of fact, I would like to try to find the car that Wildcat and I were just speaking to, which would be fire if they could do that. Because I absolutely, Wildcat, would love to see them do it. But I just do not think that they're going to find it in themselves to do it. Just keeping it a buck, man, it seems unable. So what's going to happen this weekend? Where do you all sit this weekend? We come in and out of this race weekend in Italy, and Ferrari are not even on podium. I'm going to ask you in the chat, what are some options? What would you like to see Ferrari do? The direction. Here we go. I don't know what I should say. It's kind of almost crazy to say something that is largely productive right now. All right, here we go. What would you like to see Ferrari do this weekend if they don't get a podium? What would you like to see Ferrari do? Focus on 2026, keep going with 2025, and excuse the mistypo, make key changes in the team. What would you like to see there? Excuse the typo. Key changes in the team, whether that be changing the race engineer, whether that be changing aerodynamics, whether that be changing something of somebody. They need to sit down and really find out where are we going wrong, and let's focus on that. Where are we going wrong? Let's focus on that. Let me see if I can find that the blue Ferrari was absolutely gorgeous. Oh yes, it was absolutely gorgeous. Here it is right here. Absolutely gorgeous. And I do mean absolutely gorgeous. I'm shocked that they've not considered doing this. I really am. I'm shocked that they haven't considered doing quite a bit, but I'm absolutely shocked about them not doing or at least trying this. Because I believe many of you, if you saw this Ferrari out on track, you actually would like it. I think you actually would like it. I'm about to bring it in. Now, the black and red one is dope as hell. I'm with that all day. The black and red one, I'm with that all day. But this one, this Ferrari right here, man, stop. If they came out with that, you killing it. You killing it. Imagine Ferrari coming out with that livery. That would be killing it. They can't do it. They can't get out of their own way. And this is a dope ass livery. That is a dope livery. Come on now. You can't tell me that's not dope. But Ferrari just can't get out of their own way. If they did that, and let's not even talk about the yellow Ferrari. Let's not even talk about if they came out with the yellow Ferrari. The yellow is, and yellow is a classic color of the Ferrari. Yellow is legitimately one of the classic colors of Ferrari. Some people debate that and don't honestly know, but it literally is one of the classic colors of Ferrari. And they still won't even do that. That's a problem. It's a problem because it's a consistent theme throughout their organization. That's why it's an issue. It's a consistent theme throughout their organization. And they fail to be able to make these type of changes. 100%. And so, yeah, this is where you come and you start having issues with other things besides for the livery. I'm talking about bigger issues. Miss Dino says, I'm sitting with a drink cuz focus on 2026, change Adami. I did not want him to go there in the first place. Second, strategy was always suspect. 100%. Strategy was always an issue. Think about it. We had so many jokes about Ferrari having plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. They went through the whole damn alphabet in one race one time. And I know many of us were sitting like, can you have a plan Z? Can you have a plan Z? Is there such thing as making it that far in your list of plans and strategy? F, even F, G, where are we getting this from? And that was a big question about Ferrari. What's going on, Oscar, in the super chat? So I'm with you on that. What's up, AD? I'm with you on that. For sure. So Ferrari have a tall task, a task that just got a bit more taller going into this weekend. Why? Because this is one of the arenas of their, what I would say, full-fledged fans. They are going to be so unbelievably happy and proud to be present, supporting their team, which is damn near a culture, which is literally a nation, seems like. And if they fall off drastically or horribly, it's not going to be good for Ferrari. Now, you could say they don't have to answer questions to the fans and the spectators than any other personnel than who's in the boardroom. You can say that. You can legitimately say that. But I would say to you that is a stream and source of revenue. Straight up. That is a stream and source of revenue. So you all let me know what you think. 083 says, what's up, Wolfpack fam? What's going on, 083? Let me know what you think about Ferrari's inability to really do something different with their livery. Let me know what you think is going to happen with Ferrari going into this weekend. Let me know if you think Ferrari's going to have a repeat performance of what they did before with Charles Leclerc winning, or do you think both Ferrari cars will be completely off podium And I will catch you on the next one because we will have many of them going into this GP weekend. You be safe, drink water, stay healthy. Peace.